Welcome to the edition of Let's Play Farming Simulator 2013 on the old family farm. So today is going to be a harvest day. We're harvesting our barley, as you can see. Already got the combine fired up here and ready to go. Well, he's already going. It's not ready to go. And our farmall is also sitting there ready to go as well. And I think it's finally time to pick up a new tractor. There's a couple times where I was a little bit annoyed because it didn't have an extra tractor sitting around. So we're going to go ahead and pick up another tractor. I could pick up the Farmall 450, although not really a big problem. We already have a Farmall right here, 61 horsepower one, so we're going to forego getting another one. Because we are using a sub 100 only tractors, sub 100 horsepower I should say, we're kind of slightly limited since this is our most powerful tractor right now at 94 horsepower. We could get a Ford at 74 horsepower, but we're going to go with something that's a bit more powerful than that, but not by much. I can't get these international harvesters because they're too powerful. So this one right here is 105 horsepower, so it's a wee bit too powerful for this map. However, those are definitely too powerful. So is that. This one is 105 horsepower, so again, just out of our reach of the 100 horsepower limit. But we have one tractor that we can get, which is this one right here. 84 horsepower, so a bit more powerful, has 8,000 hours on it, so it's a well-used tractor. That does mean it's been put through its paces before. That's what I was looking for. Sheesh. So we're gonna go ahead and get that tractor. So this is what it looks like. Let's go take a look around. This is a Renault, or if you're French, actually there's no accent aigu there, so it's just Renault. If you were French, it'd be Renault, I guess, because you have to pronounce the R. It's not a bad-looking tractor, not the most amazing one, but it's pretty solid. I like it. Now this tractor does have wither wheels on it, so I need to be careful with it. Oh, the pedals work on this now. Huh. Don't remember if the pedals always worked. The pedals work, that's cool. I don't know, I don't think those work. Does it have in-cab? No. It's a Norwich tractor. It does have wither wheels, so I need to be careful as I was mentioning. It has four-wheel drive though, so that is good for us, so I'll show you. There you go, wither wheels right there. So what I'm going to do with this one is this tractor is going to be like a runabout tractor. I'm not going to use it to pick up harvests off the crop because it does have wither wheels on it and I'll tear apart the fields. But I can use it for things like filling up certain things like the water, for example, or picking up silage and stuff like that. So the other interesting part about this is because it does have wither wheels on it, I have to abide by the rules, but the roads to a certain extent, because if I drive off the roads too much, I'm going to run over my crops. Where am I here? Oh, I'm way off. That's why. Let's back it up. Grab onto the water. There we go. Perfect. It's funny because this is the exact tractor I used on a different map for my water tractor. And that's the only thing I used it for. Now, depending on the load behind it, it does get affected by that. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up our water tank here, just because I need to give our cows and our pigs some water. Now, our great demand for barley is not yet upon us. Another 2 days. And for the potatoes, it's another 1 day and 5 hours. So we're going to go ahead and harvest our field that we have right now, this one. And we're going to keep our barley for the time being. And then what we're going to do is we're going to sell it during the great demand. Now, because I ran out of liquid manure and manure, I had to use the fertilizing function on our cedar, which is good that it has that. But the problem I ran into was, you can see what our wage payments were here. And we didn't make a whole lot of money. We had minus 2,000 that day. We made 140,000 that day. So that does boost up our payments to run the vehicle, which is not cool. So we try and keep it in check. Still have this. So we still have this tractor. I'm not going to sell it because it's a good tractor for our potatoes, but I still don't like it very much. Anyways, let's go hop in our Renault. Let's put them in a group. Let's say group 9. And I could probably just leave it attached to this, but this tractor can also move other things too. Now the funny thing about this is that it actually doesn't go very fast when it's loaded up like this. Gives us a chance to see the sights, I suppose. But not a bad looking tractor. It's not the prettiest tractor I've ever seen, but it gets the job done, so I can't complain too much about it. It seems like it really loses speed when you hook something up to it, but that's okay. Now again, as I mentioned, because it does have wither wheels on it, I'm being a bit more careful than I would normally be with a tractor. I tend to just go all over the place when I don't have wither wheels. Oh, apparently there's a sale on right now. I don't know if people have ever noticed that, but they have little flags that come up that say sale when there is actually a sale. I'm gonna go back around here. And we're up to 42 pigs, so I fixed the pig problem I had before about them only costing, or only selling at $1. So I fixed that now. And now they're selling at their normal price of $100 per pig. So we've gone ahead and ramped up pigs again. This is why I'm giving them water, to make sure that they are at a peak proficiency, or peak efficiency, I guess you could say. Would probably make more sense. Anyways, go ahead and unload this. Oops. There we go. Let's go check on our combine. Good. Request a driver. Been checking out other maps, bigger maps. Haven't found one that I like for the next season yet. I tried out the Duke farming map, and I like it, but there's some little things that bothered me about it. Like, one of the things that bothers me is the fact that the cows are so far away. I like doing dairy cows because they are a constant influx of money, which is nice. But the problem I found with that particular map was the dairy cows are just so far away, it's ridiculous. So that's the one thing I didn't like about it. Otherwise, it's a pretty solid map. It is a multi-fruit map. It's got soybeans and oats on it. I checked it out, played a little bit on it. I liked it. But as I mentioned, there's a couple little things. Dirt Hebbers is doing his Let's Play on it right now, and if you want to see the troubles and trials and tribulations he's been going through, you can definitely check out what he's been doing. Because he's definitely had his fair share of problems on that particular map. Just little things like if you do try it out, it'll say in the description this map is meant to be customized. So that took all of that water. Holy cow! Is there another water tower over here? I think there is. Yeah, so he's had his fair share of problems on that particular map, but it does make it a bit more interesting. What you actually obviously Dirt Hebbers customized his map a little bit when he started to play it, but I hopped in just with the standard equipment that you get, and you get a lot of equipment right off the bat. So you get a lot of equipment right off the bat, so it's you're not poor by any means, and I think I tried out version 2, and you basically start off with all of the fields, and then you can proceed to sell them all because their fields are humongous. It's a 4 times map, I think that's what it's called. So because of that, it is pretty big, and that's probably why the cows are so far away. But it's just one little thing I don't particularly like about it. But can't all be fun and games, I suppose. So, thinking about it, we have quite a few different random tractors. We have a Ford tractor, we have a Renault, we have a Mercedes-Benz. What else do we have? A Farmall. We just don't have a John Deere, I suppose. But I only have like one John Deere that's sub 100 horsepower, I think. And it's like a little vintage one that you probably couldn't do much with, so that's one of the reasons why I haven't picked it up. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pick up some straw while that Oh, it looks like he's done already. Let's go check. Yeah, he's done. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit of a UE here. Take out some grass. Run through a sign. See what the beacon looks like. Not too bad. It's more like a strobe light, it looks like, at least, than a beacon, but... And this one thing that's nice about this tractor is it's nice and quiet. If you hop into like, oop, I don't want to go this way. If you hop into a Ford, or if you hop into what's the other one I have there? The Ford, or the other tractor I have that's really loud, or had I should say, was the International Harvester tractor in the the newbie farm map. That was also a really loud tractor. But tractors generally are pretty loud when you're running them at high RPMs, so need to keep that in mind. But how are they doing over there? Whoa. Gotta watch out for the wheels apparently, jeez. That's what happens when you get used to running through things. You just run through things. I didn't even run through it actually, it was just the wheel that caught onto it, but oh well. So I'm gonna go ahead and give our cows some water because we have not given cows water in a little bit. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just basically, I think I have everything planted as barley now that I think about it. Let me just check. Yeah, everything's planted as barley right now. And of course that's in anticipation of the great demand for it. So I'm anticipating the great demand, so I'm rolling with the times, I guess you can say. It's in a couple days. So still a little while off yet. I don't know how much we have in our silo right now. Let's check. We have barley, 17,000 liters. So not too much. But it's enough. Yeah, this tractor's really it's nice and quiet. It's not too expensive. 12 grand's not too bad for this tractor, so. And it keeps things interesting because we have what? Like I said, we have a few different types of tractors now, so you get to see the different types of brands. Now, in North America, you won't see too many Renault. You'll definitely see Case, you'll see some Farmall sometimes, John Deere definitely. You'll see some Fords, New Hollands, you'll see Kubota sometimes, or Kubota. What else will you see? We are starting to see another brand called Coyote, which is an offshoot of Kubota, I believe it is. Coyote, I forget where that's from, now that I think about it. But that's another brand you'll see sometimes. Not too often, but sometimes. Another big brand you see up here is Challenger. The Challenger tractors they tend to be enormous, basically. I actually was, when I went to the Ottawa Farm Show, I checked out one of the Challenger tractors that had tracks on it, and it was enormous. The inside of it was just filled with electronics. It was crazy. Like, this tractor is so simple in comparison to it. Do I have it set up right? Yes, I think so. Let's turn this on then. But they're pretty enormous tractors, and they'll do. Whoa! What's wrong with my driving? Jeez. It's like I've had one too many coffees today. Wow. Let's line her up properly this time. Sheesh. There we go. Yeah, so the Challenger tractors tend to be for like vertical tillage, a lot of cultivating, sometimes seeding depending on the types of seeders you have. So a lot of that kind of stuff. So it's more for the big rig type stuff, or big farm operations, not so much for the small operations. So, but I think they run, around at least a couple $100,000. I'd honestly have to check to see what the prices are, but they are pretty big tractors. We don't have any big tractors on this farm because we're only running a 100 horsepower tractors. I wish I could find some nice looking models of John Deere. I think it's a 4000 series. Haven't been able to find any nice ones yet. I found some like higher end models, like the 6R pack from FS-UK is really nice. I really like the what what's it called? The 62. Where is it? These ones are gorgeous, but they're too powerful for our farm. These ones are by a go. This one right here, 6170R, is a really nice model as well. That was in the mod contest, and so was this one, I believe. Really nice models. These ones aren't too bad either, but this one's probably my... oh, not that one. This one's probably my favorite tractor. But I've been messing around on a different map and playing with the Go ones, and they're really nice too. They're actually washable as well, which is kind of fun. Got this little bit right here, and I'm full. I'm just going to go sell this straw because I don't need it. And the straw sell point is right over here. There we go. So we're at 1,043, I guess is what you would try to call it. Come on now. Trigger. Or don't trigger. I know I can sell straw here. There you go. So we're at 1.04, so we're trying to aim for around 1.4 million. That's our goal. Let's try and reach that. And then at that point we'll decide what to... oops, just turn that off. At that point we'll decide where to go next. And as I've mentioned or alluded to, I've been looking at bigger maps. Just to change it up, go from a small map like this one to a big map. Although I'm enjoying this small map. Like, a couple things I've been looking for is a big map that has the water mod, that has pigs. That's probably the biggest things, because I found some of the bigger maps either don't have pigs or don't have the water mod, and I want both apparently. So, like this map was awesome because it had pigs, had the water mod installed. It also had, if you do chickens, you need to have wheat as well as water to make them more efficient. Like, just the little things. Oh, I need to continue this guy. Just the little things, but it makes it a little bit more interesting. So I might have to start checking out some of the some more maps at Mod Hoster, some of the German-made maps. But like I said, the Duke farming map it's a pretty solid map. Definitely meant for enormous equipment. And you do start off with quite a bit of equipment, and it's spread out quite a bit. I'm so used to having a centralized area and going out from there that when it's spread out like that at different points in the map, it doesn't. I don't, for whatever reason, I don't enjoy it quite as much. Like this map's not too spread out, so it's not that bad, but it'd be like the sheep is really far away from where the dairy farm is here, so that's one of the reasons probably why I don't do sheep. I have to drive down there, and I just didn't want to fiddle with the wool pallets again, basically, because they can be a pain. Let's just fill up here. Check on this guy. It's full. Oh, good, you're here. Let's check on our... oh, perfect. Didn't need all the water, I guess, there. Or did they? Oh, no, they're good. Alright, let's drop this off. So that's our animals watered, which is good. And you'll notice that this tractor is not tippy like the Mercedes. Also, it doesn't move nearly as fast as the Mercedes either, mind you, though. And that's probably part of the reason why it's slower. But I don't mind that. I'd rather go a bit slower and not be tippy. I found even with the Mercedes going slow, it tended to be a little on the tippy side. So, oops. There we go. Ooh, backing up into the frame there. I'm just going to leave this tractor here for now. Let's go back to our Ford, and we're full. Perfect. Let's go sell this straw. So what I'll probably do is I will probably play off camera a little bit until we get the great demand for potatoes, and then I'll come back on screen because it feels like we've been doing so many episodes where I'm saying, hey, there's a potato great demand, or hey, there's a barley great demand. So what I'll probably do is I'll just play until we actually get one of those great demands, and then I'll start recording again, because it'll seem like, I don't know how many, it'll seem like quite a long time between the time we actually see what great demand it is and the time where it actually happens. So there we go. So that's what I'll do. I'll do that. I'll play a little bit off camera until I get to the great demand, and then we'll come back on and sell some taters. Strangely enough, if you've ever been to Prince Edward Island in Canada, it's like the potato capital of Canada, basically. It's a province within Canada, so it's like an American state, essentially, but it's a really tiny province. Anyways, they are famous for their potatoes, and it's really crazy because everyone goes there to check out their potatoes, so it's pretty funny. The ground there is actually red, believe it or not. So I guess that might be like, I think Arizona is like that too, where the ground is red. I'm not sure, I've never been to Arizona, but I've heard that it's like that, so. But they have red earth there, so the potatoes are red as well. And one of the large manufacturers in Canada for French fries, McCain, is actually, they have a huge office in Prince Edward Island. Gorgeous place. If you ever want to visit Eastern Canada, I highly recommend checking out Prince Edward Island. Go to Charlottetown, the capital city of Prince Edward Island. Really nice area. People are super friendly as well. Like, I remember sitting down at a pub, and we had I don't know, like a 5-minute conversation with somebody who just somebody who worked there. It was crazy how friendly they were. So, all right, let's go and load this straw. So, having said all that, and going back to the map conversation, should you find a big map that has the water mod and has pigs on it, by all means let me know, because that's what I'm looking for, something along those lines. I checked out a few maps, and I've seen some nice ones. Nice maps, but not exactly what I'm looking for, so. Really? Come on now. There we go. Oh, it's so pitiful, the amount of money you get from straw. I don't know why I bother putting the effort into collecting it sometimes. Right now we don't need straw, because we've done quite a few harvests with that but create straw. Like, we did a few barley harvests and a few wheat harvests, so we're good on straw for the time being. Our pigs seem to be, let's take a look, 2 days worth of straw. Well, I suppose I could give the pigs some more straw. They seem alright for now. I'll wait till it goes into the red and then give them some more, because they don't require much straw. Just line it up. Go over here, request a driver, and then perfect. How cool is that? So you get in and you get out of this thing, it puts you right on the little ledge there, and you can actually, I think I should do this before, you can move out the stairs, so then you can go out and walk down the stairs too. Little things that make this particular combine really nice. Anyways, that's it for this episode, folks. Like I said, I'll come back when there finally is a great demand, and I'll see you then. My name's Ian Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013, and we're on the old family farm. Catch you later, guys.